Masters, teachers and loved ones. What do the audience of Elinröst utveckling need to know for their highest good about April 2022? April 2022. What do the audience of Elinröst utveckling need to know for their highest good about April 2022? April 2022. The light is coming. 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 And in order to welcome the light, you need to look at your shadows and your darkness. But the light is coming. That is the most important message at this point in time, space, reality. Light is coming. Light is on the horizon, on the horizon, on the horizon. It will chase away darkness if you let it. In your personal experience, you need to let the light chase away your shadows and darkness. If you don't let it, it won't go away. It will be there, it will be there, it will be there, it will be there. It will possibly hide, and possibly you think you will be done with it. Possibly it will hide for another occasion later on in your personal time-space reality. It will possibly show up later. Later. So we highly recommend that you take a deep look into the shadows and let the light that is coming join your inner light. Create a stronger light, a stronger light, a stronger light, a stronger light, and you will do that by letting the light in and letting the light shine on your darkness, shadows, and densities. See them as they are. See them, see them, see them, see them. Acknowledge them. See them, acknowledge them, see them, acknowledge them, see them, acknowledge them, see them, acknowledge them. See them, acknowledge them, see them, acknowledge them, see them, acknowledge them. See them as they are. Let the light in. There are several different ways you can go about acknowledging your darkness, your shadows, your densities. You can write them down, read them out loud for yourself. They need to step out of your inner self. They need to step out of your head, of your mental space. They need to step out of your body, of your physical, emotional space. And they need to be acknowledged by your soul and your whole personal being in order to be possibly transformed into light. Light, 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 light. In order to transform, you need honesty. Honesty about what your shadows and your darkness is really, really, really about. In the bigger perspective, it is exactly the same. We need honesty. Honesty is the only way of letting in darkness, letting out darkness, letting in light into the darkness, and transforming darkness into light. Honesty is the most difficult part of the transformation, because your ego will always try to correct your honesty into something that suits the ego, into something that will please the ego, and honesty will not always please the ego. Seldom honesty will please the ego. Ego plays very little part in honesty. So honesty is about letting the true acknowledgement on what is inside of your mental space, physical space, emotional space out. Acknowledging it without shame or without blame, just accept. And then the light has a way in. That is the way in for light. Accepting the true and honest story. It is not easy, we know. We know you humans very often would like to not have to do this process whatsoever, because it is painful. It is painful, it is painful, it is painful, but the pain isn't caused by the process of letting the light in. The pain is caused by letting the darkness stay. And the pain is caused by the darkness and density. And by the way, the darkness and density and the shadows is hindering, stopping you as an individual to develop into more light. The only reason you think it is the process that causes the pain is because it is in the process of letting the light in. You feel the pain, acknowledge the pain, and cannot escape the pain. Take your angers and frustrations, and acknowledge them as your own. They are yours. Every bit of it is yours. Acknowledge it as yours. Look at it, feel it, see it, think it, write it down. Read it out loud. Acknowledge it for what it is. It does not matter whether or not somebody inflicted this pain, this unfairness, this problem onto you or into your life. It is yours. As long as you are carrying it, it is yours. No matter how it got there, no matter in what way or for how long it has been there, it is yours to transform. And only you can transform it into light. You have the own personal responsibility of transformation. You also have your own personal possibility of transformation and light. Lightness and love. Love and joy. Joy and acceptance. The lightness that are allowed inside your densities, your shadows, and your darkness will help you transform. This is the most important message for April 2022. Let the light that is coming, that the light that is on the horizon, let it in. Trust the process. Trust light. Do the work. Take a deep, long look. Feel your shadows. Admit your shadows for yourself. Let them out of your mind space, out of your body, out of your physical, emotional space. Let them out. Acknowledge them. Be aware they are yours as long as you choose to carry them. You can make a better choice. Take them outside of yourself. Take them out, take them out. Take them out, take them out, take them out, take them out, take them out. Pick them out. Pick them. Pick the most difficult ones. We, as a human species, always have several shadows and darknesses inside of us. And you, as a human species and a human individual, can make a choice. You can choose to remove them from the darkness of inside of you to outside of you by admitting them, seeing them, describing them with honesty. Acknowledge that they are there, no matter why. No matter why, no matter why, no matter why. Why in this context does not matter. Why do not matter for the transformational process. Why matters for you humans. For the transformation, why is not necessary to know. For the transformation, you need to keep your ego out of the process. The ego will put obstacles in your way of describing the shadows, the darkness, the density in a fully, completely manner. The ego will try to find ways for you to get around the real description of what is going on inside of you, in your darkness, in your density. See the whole picture. Feel it, see it, describe it. Put it on a piece of paper, read it out loud. Tell somebody you trust the whole picture. Tell yourself the whole picture. Tell yourself out loud. Record it, tell it, play it back to yourself. Record it again, play it back again, until you have the complete and whole story, picture, truth about what is kept inside of yourself as a dark shadow, a density, a darkness that is hindering, stopping you from becoming more light, more joy, more happiness, more love. Do the work, 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 do the work. Start realizing that all of your shadows is yours as long as you carry them. And you have a choice of letting light and love in. And the way of doing that is acknowledging, seeing, admitting the full picture of one shadow at a time. And if you find this process difficult, most humans do, accept that the process is difficult, because that is also part of letting the light in, accepting the now, the presence, the time, space, reality you are in. Acceptance, acceptance, acceptance is one of the most important lessons we can give you. Acceptance without blame and guilt, rage, anger, hatred. Acceptance. You're here as a learning process, accepting the learning process, accepting the difficulties, accepting the pain is part of transforming it into light. And the light is there for everybody who wants to accept it. We would like you to accept the light is near. It is on the horizon. As a collective, the light is on the horizon. The light will rise, the light will shine. Shining the light means looking at the darkness and the shadows in a brighter light. The shadows and the darkness can no longer hide in the darkness. Shining the light is complicated, difficult, and painful for most human beings, both as a collective and as an individual. It is worth it. It is the transformational process. Honesty is crucial, essential, and necessary. Be brave, be bold, dare to do what is necessary. You have the ability. Trust it. You have the ability to do the work. You have the ability to get through the process. You have the ability. Take the opportunity. At this time, space, reality, you are very much supported by the universe and the universal energies reflecting upon us all. Take the possibility of doing great things for yourself, for your closest, for your community, by looking honestly at your own shadows and letting the light shine on them, and thereby transform them into light, love, joy, and excitement. And feel the way your time, space, reality, and your physical being and your physical interactions and your physical now will change with you letting the light in. That is all we have for this specific opportunity to reach out to you. Take the possibility and the opportunity that is on the horizon, rising up as we speak. Thank you, thank you,